Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into some really unusual source material. It's called The Revenge of the Outcast Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And it paints this picture, the icy wilds of Alaska,
Yeah.
focused on just one wolf.
Right.
But straight away you realize this isn't your standard nature documentary, not at all. It kind of flips things on their head.
Well, what's fascinating here is that title, right? The Revenge of the Outcast Wolf.
Yeah.
It tells you immediately this isn't just about survival. It's framing it as, well, revenge, retribution, which is a very human-like motivation to apply here.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Because to get that, you need his backstory.
Exactly.
The sources say he was betrayed by his own blood. I mean, that's strong language.
It really is.
It wasn't just like being kicked out. He was specifically left him for dead
Yeah.
by his own pack.
Yeah, and that phrase, betrayed by his own blood, within this kind of story, it implies something incredibly deep-seated.
A powerful catalyst.
Absolutely. It's not just a dispute over territory or food. Betrayal suggests, a deliberate, almost malicious act. It forces you to see these pack dynamics through a much darker, more personal lens than usual.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting. He comes back. The source says he returns not to lead, which you might expect, right?
It's a classic alpha struggle, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Instead, he returns to burn everything down. His single goal is to destroy the pack that left him for dead.
Wow.
And the text is so explicit. This is not a story of survival. It's a cold-blooded revenge. That shift is, well, it's stark.
It is, and this raises an important question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What does it say about how we tell stories, maybe even about us, when a narrative deliberately throws out survival, throws out leadership, and just focuses purely on destruction, on cold-blooded revenge in the animal kingdom? It's a bold choice. It makes it almost like a dark anti-hero story.
And he's not doing this alone, which is another twist.
Right, the allies.
Yeah. Totally unexpected allies. Get this. A bear, a wolverine, and a one-eyed eagle.
Not your typical collaborators in the wild?
Not at all. The source calls them a savage alliance of outcasts.
And what's fascinating here is that composition.
Yeah.
A bear, a wolverine, an eagle?
So different.
Exactly. These are animals that wouldn't normally team up. So what brings them together, the text suggests it's this shared status as outcasts.
United against the pack.
United by a common destructive goal. It's a powerful image, This alliance formed completely outside typical animal behavior, driven by this shared grievance.
So what does this all mean for you listening, trying to get your head around this material?
Well, I think
The Revenge of the Outcast Wolf clearly isn't just an animal story. It feels like it's exploring something deeper, like how one really powerful emotion, vengeance, can just completely reshape a genre.
Yeah.
It takes all our usual ideas about nature, survival, pack loyalty, and just turns them upside down. It shows this world where basic instincts meet these really complex, almost human drives for payback.
I'd say the key takeaways are, first, that incredibly strong, almost disturbing focus on cold-blooded revenge. It totally redefines what you expect.
Definitely.
And second, this visual of the savage alliance of outcasts, disparate creatures working together purely for destruction, it's compelling.
Right. And it leaves you with this final thought to chew on. What does it tell us about storytelling and maybe what we find compelling when the main driver isn't life or leadership, but just sheer destruction, especially when we apply that to the natural world, which we often think of as, simpler or more pure?
Yeah.
Definitely gives you something to think about.